coffee is going. I have my mask. Okay, and we're off. Hey, good morning. This is my last full day in Kauai, in Hawaii. And every morning I've been getting up and going for this magnificent walk. And I thought that I would bring you guys with me on my walk this morning. But first, this is one of the more amazing spots on our walk today. Hawaii was, if you didn't know, Hawaii was made out of basically exploding volcanoes. All of this is lava that's cooled down over the years, over the centuries. And then when the ocean comes and the waves crash into the rock, sometimes it crumbles and it makes this natural bridge. I'm not gonna climb on that because I don't trust anything. There's no warning signs or anything, but all I need is to fall into the ocean and have you guys laugh at me. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna see if I can't get you guys a little closer. So now if you notice these layers, what happens is when the volcano would erupt and the lava comes down, it lays a layer of lava and that hardens. And the different layers is the different layers of lava that comes in. And then it creates this really cool effect. A little bit like what I would assume Mars looks like. Look at this. That wave just went up over the top. The thing about this lava rock is it's really sharp. So when it's dry, you can really get some good traction on your shoes when you're climbing on it. But if you stumble, you might cut yourself. The other thing is, when it's wet, it's not always sharp. So this gets really slippery. So if you come out exploring, you really have to be careful with that so you don't hurt yourself. And that's always be very careful. Be a little more careful than you think you should be, because especially when you're doing this crap. Oh, hang on, it's hot. Whew. Especially when you're doing this stuff by yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself and then be out here all alone. So adventuring is fun. Adventuring as a team is really cool. Very smart move. But not everyone wants to wake up and greet the sun. So one more moment with the ocean. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but look at these little fish in here.
Something about me and you.
I think me and this guy have the same thing going on in our heads. He must be leaving too soon, but we've been tracking each other back and forth. Now that I see him, I remember almost every morning I see at least one native Hawaiian out here fishing. And the cool thing, at least on Kauai, I think it's all over Hawaii, but at least on Kauai, only the natives are allowed to fish off of this, off of the lava. Another really cool thing about Hawaii is if you're afraid of snakes, don't worry about it. They're not here. Hawaii has 0 snakes. I don't even think you can bring any with you. Chickens though, chickens is a completely different story. There's chickens all over the place. I don't even think that chickens know that they're chickens here. They just run around like, I don't know, pigeons. But no, seriously, there's a few stories about chickens and how they got here. I think all of them surround the main base. Is basically there was a ship full of chickens and it crashed and the chickens made it to shore, and they're just out and about all over the place. It's crazy. Snakes and chickens. Who would have thunk it? Hawaii for the win. If you're ever out here, always look inside these wet cracks, because you're always going to find things like this. That's a little crab. I don't know if he's awake yet, but he's definitely chilling. Yep. People, you could be so wonderful, yet so terrible at the same time. So every morning that I come out here, there is a collection of surfers, and we're gonna go there in a second. You see that beach right there? I hope I'm pointing to the right one. The beach all the way to the right. Every morning I come out, there's probably about 5 or 6 surfers out there. Yesterday I was here and I saw a bunch of them. Probably right around the 10-year-old range. It's really cool to see kids getting into things like surfing and stuff. If you haven't tried surfing, you should. It's really cool. It's hard, but really cool. One thing that I learned while I was on this trip is that there's fish jumping around. That's not what I was saying. What I was going to say is that one thing that I learned was the reef, the coral reef here in and around Hawaii has been suffering because we use sunblock, which you should use sunblock. I'm not asking you to not use sunblock. You just have to be aware of the sunblock that you use, because some of the chemicals that we use, that was a big fish right there. Some of the chemicals that we use when we're protecting ourselves from the sun deteriorate the coral reef, and the coral reef, am I gonna get wet? The coral reef houses so many fish and so much plant matter. Very important to our survival. Really careful. The sunscreens that we use, and all the stores here sell the proper kind. So yeah, just again, I'm gonna bring the camera over here. This is really pretty. But yeah, just be very careful with the sunscreen that you use. Kind of all over the place. We don't know what we're doing to the planet, but sunscreen is definitely one that we know, if we are aware of what we're using, we can make a difference. I'm gonna sit here for a second because you see fish in there. Isn't that cool? There's another bigger one. Ah! Ooh, and if you're really lucky, you get to see Insta Famous. Yeah, girl. That's cool. I saw this cavern, or this little bridge looking thing. Whoa. Yeah. We were just up there. Actually, no, we were just up there. This is so cool. Yeah. I see a lot of people sitting around here in the morning just taking it all in. Because I almost walked up here and look at this guy just taking a nap. Hi, birdie. I'm going to leave you alone. Enjoy your nap. Parents, support your babies. Let them live their dream. I've seen these guys, well, not these guys specifically, but I've seen native Hawaiians out here fishing with the pole. This is the first time I've seen them with a gill net. He looks like he's about to pounce on something. Go get him. And with that, my friends, I just want to say my time here in Hawaii was amazing. Quick shout out to, let's see, Johnny Vegas, the Puerto Rican Hawaiian, and Elea for a wonderful trip on the boat yesterday. Shout out to Hawaii in general. Like, I love it here. If you guys ever get a chance to come, please do so. It's always a wonderful break from everything that's happening, with everything that's happening in the world. But what I wanted to point out is this trip had me really thinking about what I wanted to do with my channel. And I think what we're gonna do is I changed the mantra, I guess. The new mantra is going to be live your life, tell your story. Come to this channel. I'm going to teach you guys how to animate. We're going to learn together because I'm still learning myself. We're going to learn to animate. We're going to do film editing. We're going to do graphic design, all that stuff. Everything that goes into telling your story, because it's important. We all want to hear it. Social media has opened the gates to everyone having a voice. Now let's do it properly. All right. One more thing. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to be the best us that we can be. And with that, I hope this video finds you healthy. I hope this video finds you safe. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. All those subscribers help me a bunch. If you know anyone that loves Hawaii, that loves traveling, that loves adventure traveling, that loves beaches, please send this video on over to them. And if you haven't yet, I think I already said this, but if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video right after I put my pocket away. Aloha.